This is Ashok Reddy, working as the guested headmaster at Jedla Parishad High School, Garshagurti, from Karimnagar district of Telangana state. I came to know that the government of India has extended the continuation of Samagra Shiksha for further 5 years, that is until 2026. So it is a very good decision, I think, because so many recommendations of the earlier education policies have not been fulfilled yet. So this is the right time to take such a decision so that we can implement all the recommendations which are incorporated by the National Education Policy 2020. So government also stated that central government can contribute around 1,80,000 crores of investment for the development of education. So it is a very good sign for the development of education. So we know that earlier it was a scheme run by the name Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and Rashtriya Madhyamika Shiksha Abhiyan and teacher education. During 2018, all these schemes were integrated and known as Samagra Shiksha, which will be ended by this year. But fortunately, this is the right time to take a decision to continue this project for another 5 years so that we can realize the goals and aims recommended by the new education policy. So we know the achievements of Samagra Shiksha earlier. So the main aim of this Samagra Shiksha program is to provide the opportunities for all the children, means universalization of elementary education with quality and inclusiveness. Earlier it was only providing the education, but now it is taken as provide a good and quality education, and which includes the all types of children. So disadvantaged groups or the children with disabled or CWSN. So all types of children, means the class may be heterogeneous from this onwards. Earlier it was only special classes for them. So it is a good sign, and teacher education will be strengthened by introducing a new SCRTs and district Institute of Education and Trainings in new districts. And so many activities taken up by the government are, some of them I want to tell you. The KGBVs have been strengthened. Earlier they were run up to 10th standard only. Now they have taken a decision to extend the education up to 10+2. So +2 education will be given for all the girls with providing the hostel facility, and moreover they have introduced a self-defense program for all the girls who are studying in hostels and schools, like martial arts or karate, other programs for 3 months, so that they can improve the confidence levels of the girls and they can protect themselves. And the other schemes I would like to share. ICT. ICT is a very innovative program. Previously, a normal routine method of teaching learning has been taken in the schools. Now it is the time to take the ICT, inculcation of ICT in schools. During the pandemic, it helped a lot to reach out the children by distance mode by using the digital initiatives like Diksha, Nipun and E-Pathshala and other programs. So teachers have been strengthened by continuous professional development programs such as NISTA. So nearly 15 lakh teachers of primary and upper primary schools of teachers, school teachers have been trained by NISTA. This year also they wanted to give the training like online mode. So this helps a lot. Most of the schools have been digitalized and smart classrooms have been established, and other so many apps, educational apps, child-friendly apps have been introduced. So now it is very easy to learn from a distance mode also. The strengthening of schools by reducing the dropout rate and increasing the enrollment, as well as continuation of dropout children who are above 16 or 17 years. They will be streamlined by admitting them into National School of Open Schooling and other distance mode educational institutions. And one more thing is vocational education and skill development for the youth. By completion of 10+2, every child must possess some skills to develop himself. So with the help of other ministries, the Government of India has introduced entrepreneurship and skill development for the young generation by opting their career by developing their vocational skills. Midday meals and providing school uniforms, textbooks. So these are the part of right to education, which will be also fulfilled. And education, we know that this is the fourth sustainable development goal, which is very important. This is based on the SDG. So we can fulfill all these achievements by the 2026. So and numeracy and literacy. Numeracy and literacy are the key components for every child who is studying third standard. At least by the completion of fifth standard, every child must possess the skills of foundational literacy and numeracy, able to read and write, and minimum arithmetic skills in mathematics. So these are the components, and ICT and continuous professional development for the teachers, promotions based on the in-service training programs. So this is a continuous process. Every teacher, whether it is primary or upper primary, must undergo for a 50 hours program every year, so that he can improve his professional skills or new methods of teaching learning, and in new innovations in ICT. So every teacher must equip himself with the change of new methods and curriculum as well as technology. So we can say so many programs which are taken up by the government are very helpful. So this is the right time to continue this scheme for another 5 years, so that we can achieve universalization of elementary education. And the most important thing is including all types of children, especially children with disabilities, into the normal schools, and giving special training to the teachers to cater the needs of the special children, and special care is given for the girl education and disadvantaged groups, so that we can achieve the Millennium Development Goals or Sustainable Development Goals, as well as the Right to Education Act 2009 also. So this is, I think this is very much helpful for the Department of Education from primary to +2 education. Thank you.